going to move directly on due to time. There are actually quite a few questions for you on the chat, and hopefully you can go and see them and try to answer them. Moving directly on to Zhang. Are you there? Zhang, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I probably mispronounced your name. Apologies if so.
Okay.
Over to
now
you.
I will start my presentation, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So, okay. Okay. I'm honored to have the, please open the first slide of my PPT, okay? My first slide, or the cover slide. Okay, yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak at the Space Resource Week. The topic of my presentation is research progress on the in-situ exploration and utilization of extraterrestrial resources. My name is Zhang, coming from the China Academy of Space Technology. Next slide, please. My presentation will include these 6 parts: the background and related research in China, then the main research focus of our group, including the in-situ water extraction from extraterrestrial source, the extraterrestrial artificial photosynthesis, and the in-situ energy storage and conversion, and the in-situ 3D printing and manufacturing of lunar resources. Next slide, please. With the expansions of human space exploration, several extremely challenging space missions, such as returning to the moon, building a lunar research station, and manned Mars exploration have put on the agenda. Next slide, please. In the process of manned deep space exploration and long-term extraterrestrial survival, such as the manned moon landing and Mars landing, maintaining the water, oxygen, and other supporting materials and energy supply for human living and long-term extraterrestrial survival will become the key problems. Due to the limitations of carrying capacity and cost, due to the limitations of carrying capacity and cost, traditional means of rocket delivery can effectively support the development of future space missions. It is necessary to reduce or even get rid of the dependence on the material and energy replenishment. Next slide, please. To date, the exciting exploration data has confirmed the existence of water, minerals, and solar energy and other resources on the moon, Mars, and other extraterrestrial objects. This provides the possibility of in-situ utilization of the extraterrestrial resources. Okay, next slide. The second part is the related researches in China. Next slide. Okay. At the present, after the successful missions of the Chang'e 5 mission, China has achieved the ability to return to Earth from other extraterrestrial objects. Thus, researchers in China are developing methods for exploration and utilization of in-situ lunar resources. A roadmap for lunar permanent bases and in-situ utilization of lunar resources were proposed. The conception of future lunar exploration tasks were also reported. Please, next slide. Furthermore, additive manufacturing in space has shown obvious advantages in several fields, such as on-ground or in-situ manufacturing and transportation, as well as promoting deep space exploration. Based on the investigation of the current situation, technical plans and potential development of space additive manufacturing are developed in China. combined with the actual requirements of China's space station and deep space exploration. Next slide, please. Okay, now I will give a brief introduction to our institute, China Academy of Space Technology and Teaching Lab of Space Technology. China Academy of Space Technology, also named CAST, dedicates to the exploration of space. The research areas cover China manned space, solar system exploration, Beidou navigation satellite, and others. The Qian Xuesen Lab of Space Technology, founded in December 2011, under the name of Professor Qian Xuesen, father of the Chinese space program. Also the co-founder of JPL and the founder of the CAST. It's an innovation special zone dedicated to developing into an international first-class space science and space technology level. Next slide, please. Now, I will introduce the research focus of our group in the four aspects. Firstly, the in-situ water extraction from extraterrestrial source. Next slide, please. To date, several different methods of water extraction from extraterrestrial source have been developed, including the conveyor belt device for extracting water from the mountain source, center tap water as extraction method for hot mining and other methods. Next slide, please. Recently, we proposed an in-situ photothermal water extraction and collection program and device. The device includes a high-power solar concentrating device, high absorption metal Holyfind tube, and a vapor contention collection device. The key parameters of the device are shown here. Next slide, please. Then simulated experiments, the simulated environmental experiments were also operated. In addition, surface condition and the collection technology of super hydrophobic nanomaterials, surface energy graded condition collection technology, simulations of heat and mass transfer properties of porous lunar source were also investigated in detail. Next slide, please. Our second work is the extraterrestrial artificial photosynthesis. Next slide, please. As we know that recently NASA has proposed a mass in-situ resource utilization technology named MOXIE to transform carbon dioxide in the mountain surface to generate oxygen. If this in-situ resource utilization technology is validated, NASA will plan to follow up with a 100-foot magnification scale device to support the 2033 managed Mars missions. Next slide, please. The extraterrestrial artificial photosynthesis, also named EAP, is the simulation of natural photosynthesis in green plants on the Earth. EAP is a controllable and accelerated chemical process to in-situ convert carbon dioxide and water to carbon continuous fuels and oxygen by using solar energy. Compared with the traditional conversion technology, such as thermochemical or electrochemical method, the EAP technology only uses solar energy and semiconductor materials. It is usually carried out at room temperature without consuming other energy. Next slide, please. In 2017, our group and Nanjing University in China for the first time has begun the research of EAP materials and the systems, aiming to resolve the basic materials and energy requirements of human beings living outside the Earth. And we have preliminarily completed the verification of materials and systems The EAP ground verification device and the flight test device has been fabricated in 2019 and 2020 respectively. The flight test device is highly integrated, equipped with independent control modules and probe modules, which can realize intelligent and autonomous operation and perform the on-orbit test. Next slide, please. Okay, the third work is the in-situ energy storage and conversion. Next slide, please. For the key problems of energy supply during the future high-power space missions and the deep space missions, based on the in-situ conversion of energy and resource utilization, we developed a novel technology of high-concentrated solar energy storage and conversion technology. A prototype of in-situ energy storage and conversion technology was developed based on the above route, which implements the in-situ efficient conversion of extraterrestrial energy and utilization of the extraterrestrial materials. Next slide, please. The principal prototype is mainly composed of three parts: high magnification concentrating device of solar energy storage blocks based on the in-situ utilization of extraterrestrial source, and the thermoelectric conversion device. The key parameters of the system are shown here. Okay, next slide, please. Our last work is the in-situ 3D printing and manufacturing of lunar regolith. Next slide, please. At present, the ground 3D additive manufacturing experiments based on the simulated lunar regolith has been carried out to verify the feasibility of the technology. Selective laser melting and solar concentrative sinking are the best method for the in-situ 3D additive manufacturing. However, the forming precision and quality are difficult to be controlled, and the forming process parameters and the adaptability of space environment still need to be exploited further. Next slide, please. Recently, we developed an environment system for the in-situ 3D printing of electrostatic transport and laser melting method. The macro process of laser heating and melting of lunar regolith was simulated and tested. The fusion and sinking process of lunar regolith, the laser-based 3D printing and characterization of samples were also carried out. Okay, next slide. Okay, thank you. That's all my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. Okay.
Thank you so much. That was a really in-depth talk. And again, there'll be some questions your way, which you can answer in the chat. Thank you so much for your time, and lots of conversation started because of your slides. Thank you very much.